Yo, what's up guys? Got a video today for you on Kidbuu. We took this into Masters to help us climb, and yeah, this deck is pretty insane. I think we all kind of figured that out, right? But you know, at the beginning of the season I was messing around a lot with just stuff to try to counter Boo and sell and just anti-meta, but it was kind of rough, and so I got kind of tired of it, and I caved in. And I think from like Masters 3 all the way to God, I played Kidbuu here, and it was incredibly easy and just brain dead and super strong. I think we had like multiple win streaks. I was like on a 8 and a 10 win streak, and it was yeah, pretty good. So this is the list I pretty much settled on. There was a time when there was a couple games where I wasn't on the barrier stuff, but I decided to put it in as a 2-2 split because it is pretty it's pretty dang good. It helps out against the red matchup for sure. Red's already kind of like, we have a pretty good matchup into it, but this just like makes it like I can get out of those big swings for just one card, so it's pretty nice. But yeah, let's go over it. We're running 8 cantrips. I was on the BDIF searcher, but we ended up just taking it out. I wanted to try it without it, and I didn't really notice a whole big difference. The searcher's nice just because you get to find, you know, those curve pieces, but I think just regular cantrips did pretty well. So we're on 6 of the 1-drops that rest anything. Just a really good card. There's a lot of stuff you want to be resting and swinging into early game, like in the cell, like swing 30 cantrips, and even in the mirror match. And then when you see Kidbuu, you want to swing early into their 1-drops so they can't cross arm dive. Then we're on 2 of the barrier bobbities here that restand one of your Majin or Wicked Soul cards and gives it blocker. We're mainly using that with our 3-cost barrier Boo here. Came up quite a bit even at 2-2, so I really like it. I don't even need to play it early game. Early game I can just play cantrips, rest stuff, swing, go into like my 3-drops, and then late game I can, like, if I'm afraid to die, I can just like boom boom drop these 2 and have some protection from not dying. We're running 2 of these Majin goods. It's really nice. It's 10k, and on play add 1 card from your life to your hand, and then when attacking it has like a stun effect, right? You get to choose rest mode 5 or less, and it can't switch to active mode. So what's really cool is like you can play this off of your 5-drop here, so that like if you're unawakened going into turn 5 and you need to just take 1 life, you can go 5 into the 2, take the life, and then have something on board to use your leader skill and stun. I actually might bump this up because it was really nice doing that, because maybe I didn't have a 4 on board in the previous turn, and then going 5 into this guy awakening, and then maybe I get to stun something, 2 things, right? While being able to establish my 5-drop, really nice. We got 2 of the barrier boos. We got the 1 bobbity. I mean, you see it quite a bit, and it's really good late game. Then we got 3 discard boos here. I actually want to put this at 4. I think it's too broken in the mirror. Like I think the games I lost, they just slammed this on 3, and it just does too much work, and I can't get rid of it. And it just keeps making me discard, and then they develop a hand advantage, and it's just GG's from there. So I think I want to see this play at 4, and I definitely want to see it on like turn 3. 3 of our buff boos, just really good finisher, good board pressure. 4 Janimba is just another self-awakener. It helps out with tapping stuff down and clearing out board early. Also pretty good for late game if you want to just get a couple more swings in. Say you're at like 7 energy, you can play Janimba, take a life, and then go into your 5-drop and have another swing. So pretty good. 3 of the stun Gokus. I was at 4, but I think I swapped out these for more for the Majin Boos here, the Majin Buu goods. This card's pretty clutch, right? If board gets out of control late game, then you can play this, stun 2 things. Maybe if you have another guy, a 4 or 5 on board, then you get stun 3 things. So pretty nice, and it's 10k. So kind of lets you just get by one turn and survive, and then hopefully the following turn you get to go for game. For the broken Majin Kid SRs here, just too good. Slam it on 4, tap everything down, draw a card. Now they have that big body to deal with, and then you get to swing into the board, or you just have pressure, and then lets your leader skill be alive. So it's just insane. And then obviously 4 to 5 drops, just because going 5 into 4 is too crazy. Then we're running 2 of these 5 drops. We're not running the 4 drop absorption buff boo guy, or I think it's Kidbuu, but so you can just play out these guys because they have absorption, but I know some people are running the 4 drop absorption, Kidbuu, buff boo, whatever it is. I still like this guy. He's pretty nice because he lets you KO stuff, right? So like some cool stuff you can do with this, I do it quite a bit, is being able to KO your own 4 drop. So like maybe you're going for a game or something and you have one or 2 of these on board, you just slam one of these guys, boom, KO your 4 drop, get a draw, maybe you tap something down. I know I did that one game, like I swung this and he had a blocker that didn't have barrier, and he let it go through, and I was like, okay. And then he didn't realize that I had this on board too, which was in rest mode from the previous turn. So I just KO'd my 4 drop, restood this, tapped down his blocker, and then we go for game. So, but this card is nice just to help out with like Jiren and stuff and get rid of nasty little 5 drops and stuff. Then we're running 1 of the golden Frieza SCR. It's pretty good into the mirror match. I know I only played it, I think, like once in the mirror match, because most of the time, like when you get the 5 and 6 turn, like it's already kind of over and you need to either kill or like really stack your board and survive. But I did play in 1 game and it helped out a lot. Just like I slammed on 6 and then I got rid of his 5 drop, and then he kind of just couldn't kill me. And I had my barrier boost set up, and yeah, I was just able to survive, and then the following turn I just was able to kill him. And then obviously 4 super combos. I went through a bunch of different variations. Like I had like some extra cards, energy absorption, and final explosion. But for the ladder right now, like at least in the higher tiers, like masters up into god, probably you're just seeing boos and cells. So like final explosion is, you want to see that into like some aggro stuff like Kidbuu maybe, and black, who can get rid of the rest of his 4 and their trunkses and stuff. So I think like in a tournament setting, you'd probably want to run final explosion to some capacity to cover all bases on all your matchups. But on the ladder right now, I just went with this. It was mostly mirror matches and cells, and this got the job done. So yeah, guys, this is the list I used. Went through masters like so easy. Like I said, at first I was messing around in masters 5, and I tanked all the way down to I think like Plat 3, and it was because I was testing out like Kidbuu and Bulmas and stuff, and then I was like, all right, we got to grind all the way back to God. So I literally just took this deck, which I think is probably the best deck, and went on crazy win streaks, got all the way to God. So very strong deck, guys. I definitely recommend it if you're trying to just climb ladder. The games are pretty quick, and you don't have to do too much thinking. So let me know what you think. What have you guys been playing on the ladder? What do you guys think about the meta? Any comments or questions, you guys can just leave them down below. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one.